In the second video in this section, I want to talk about Operations Management Suite. These are the topics that I want to cover. First of all, I'm going to explain what is Operations Management Suite out of the Azure services, followed by walking you through the deployment of Operations Management Suite, explaining you how you can extend Operations Management Suite by importing solution packs, and then showing you the intelligence behind Operations Management Suite by explaining you log search. Operations Management Suite is a centralized portal for monitoring infrastructure, applications, security, what have you, running in Azure, but also in a hybrid perspective. And hybrid can be your on-premises infrastructure or infrastructure running in another public cloud environment. Operations Management Suite, or OMS, is relying on big data analysis by using log search intelligence. It provides you customizable dashboards and even integrating with Power BI in meantime. It's near real-time logging and monitoring. And from a pure licensing perspective, it's also an umbrella for the monitoring features out of Azure, as well as Azure disaster recovery solutions, mainly Azure Site Recovery and Backup that I will cover in the next section, as well as Azure Automation or runbooks. Now, if you're interested in deploying Operations Management Suite, I will show you in a demo that it's not really that hard. It all starts with an Azure Active Directory subscription, most obviously, since it's one of the so many Azure services. Deployment itself is done from the Azure portal, or using REST APIs from an ARM template, for example, or directly connecting to the OMS landing page, microsoft.com/OMS. Once you have your workspace configured, you have the option to deploy OMS agents to your source environment, which can be Windows machines, Linux machines. And once you start gathering all your log information out of OMS, start using the log search to find back what's going on with your environment. Now, one of the intelligence features within OMS are OMS solution packs. Now, maybe you're a bit familiar with System Center Operations Manager, where we were talking also about management packs. So the concept is about similar, but it's not exactly the same thing. OMS solution packs are easy to deploy tiles who somehow extend your OMS dashboarding with additional logging information and customized dashboard views. It logs Azure information as well as on-premises information, or if you want, running in other public cloud environments. It's integrated with OMS subscription, which means there's no specific additional cost. Quite a lot of those solution packs are also available for free, by the way. Without zooming in on all of them, I'll show you a little bit how it works in a demo. Is a solution pack for security, networking, Active Directory, SQL Server information, Azure Backup, Traffic Manager, overall Azure Health State, alert management is in there, and the list is growing about every few weeks. More on the solution packs when I'm talking about it in my demo. Now, OMS, again, it's the central heart of your OMS monitoring and diagnostics, is using log search. Log search is a very intuitive, somehow query-based language to search for your logged data. Besides using the query-based language, it also provides you what I like to describe as a click-through approach. So you start with a selection out of the results, just clicking through, as you can see from the screenshot. If I'm interested in getting information for one specific machine or a specific event ID, then it's just enough to just click through, and then obviously learning the customized query language from there on. Besides using the portal and going through the log search from the portal, you can also export your log search results to an Excel file, and in meantime, integrating with Power BI as well. And then last one out of monitoring, we talked about this in the built-in monitoring already, is using customized alert notifications. Things where Microsoft is also thinking of right now is integrating with other management solutions like ServiceNow with System Center Service Manager, but it's not available for now. So with that, I'm going to talk more about it in the following demo. So I'm logged on to my OMS workspace, which basically looks like this. So it's a tile-based approach showing me a lot of interesting information about my environment. I talked about solution packs, so maybe let me start from there. Solution packs available in the solutions gallery, Logic App, Application Insights, Wire Data, Active Directory Replication. So it's not all about Azure itself, but also providing you hybrid scenarios. If I'm using Azure Backup, using Docker containers, you name it, and you'll probably find it over there in the portal. If you're interested in adding one of those, you just select the tile, and then installing it takes a couple of seconds, and then it will give you detailed view information. Now let me take it one step back and showing you the configuration. It starts with your connected sources. In a connected source, you define your Windows machines, Linux machines. You download the agent, you install it on your machines, and it starts reporting. Second is configuring the data that you want to get out of it. So on Windows level, it integrates with Windows event logs. So the application system logging where you can flag, I want to get all the information or only error and warning messages, for example. Besides that, it also integrates up to an extensive level with Windows performance counters, giving you logical counters for disk, CPU, memory, and a lot more. The same goes for Linux machines, detailed information on IIS logging, and at the same time integrating with custom logging. If you get detailed log files out of your network infrastructure, your routers, firewalls, and you want to get them integrated with OMS, then you can use the custom logging as well. Configuring alerts is available based on built-in notifications based on custom queries that I will cover later on. And integrating with Power BI, I already talked about it. What it does here is creating an export schedule, replicating log search information out of OMS, replicating the data to Power BI, allowing your CEO, for example, the non-technical people inside the company, to get an interesting view on what's happening with your Azure or hybrid environment. Now going back to the home dashboard of my OMS, I would like to select one of the solution packs. So one that I have here is Azure Activity Logs, which shows me about everything that's going on inside my Azure environment. I can see that for the last couple of days, there are 757 activities occurring in my environment. And then, as I talked about, it's a click-through scenario. I'm selecting one of the highlights, which will execute the default query here, showing me Azure activity type for Microsoft Recovery Services as the information. And then still clicking through, what if I'm interested in only getting Azure backup information for one single resource? Then it's just selecting the resource, the query over here will be updated, and my log results will be filtered. Or if I'm interested in one specific moment in time, a couple of days ago, filtering for results and then showing me the details again. Or just selecting, and then it will tell me here with examples, everything is there. Exporting log information to an Excel file is built in, or saving this query to a customized recovery services log. And then giving a category name. And that's basically all it takes as a quick introduction to OMS. What Application Insights does is giving you detailed view on about everything that's running inside your web app, but I can quickly walk you through some of the features. It's giving you an application map, showing you the client side and the server side of your specific web application, where, for example, you can monitor AJAX dependencies if they are there in your web app, HTTP and SQL dependencies, or live metric stream, which again won't work for this web app because the website is not up and running. But there are some demo dashboards available where you can get a direct live view about the number of requests per second, incoming requests, outgoing requests, and overall view on the server health. Or zooming in on any specific failures based on a certain time range, based on certain filters. So really powerful, detailed logging out of application insights. To show you where this information comes from out of Visual Studio, and what it does here is in your Visual Studio coding, actually adding application insight pointers. And again, this is all done automatically. So just by activating that flag, I want to publish this website, and having application insights integrated, it will recognize your Azure environment and hooking up with one of your existing application insight configurations. And if there's none available, then it will automatically create one.